Nine scars on my heart, but I'm stronger today. Every breath is a gift, every beat is a way. I'm living proof you can rise even after the fall. The good life is here, and I answered the call.
So everybody, we are in a place now called La Esmeralda. It is sort of, it's city center in my opinion, but there's another part of the town that's called city center. But either way, we are in La Esmeralda, and so as you can see, it's pretty well built up around me. I'm going to swing this around so you'll get a better view. All right, well, I tell you what, instead of you looking at me, let's just do it that way. So that way you can see what the city street looks like, or what the neighborhood street looks like. And these are all going to be very tall buildings around here. You can see one that is under construction right there, and it's going to go up quite high. There it goes, there it goes, there, and it keeps going. Yeah, they like their tall buildings down here. But either way, we're gonna take this on in. I'm gonna cross the street so that you get a better view of the building. There's one of the workers for the building across the street that they're bringing up right now. And as you can see, this is Zorzal. And again, we are in Esmeralda, and that is the entrance to the building. And if we were to walk right up, we're gonna go inside and we're gonna take a look at a unit on the 7th floor, everybody. So just hang in here with me. We're gonna take this inside. So before we go too far, I want to stop right here and give you guys just a look at what the building actually looks like. Now, it is a 10-story building, and we're going to take a look at a few units here. But this is Zorzal, I think it's how it's pronounced, here in Santiago, sort of a downtown area. Again, it is in Esmeralda. And so just want to give you a view, bird's eye view of what the place looks like down here so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Zorzal, again, is what it's called. And our representative of record here is going to be Carolina Henriquez. So if you need to get in touch with her, you can pause and get her phone number right there. She is Dominican, so you're going to need to speak Spanish, at least a little bit. And if you're not really good at Spanish, guys, what you can do is you can download the app for Google Translate and just speak right into it. It'll translate to Spanish for you, as long as you choose Spanish as the language you want to use. And then you can copy and paste it into WhatsApp and reach out to her that way. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you that. And now we're going to go ahead and take it inside to the building. And now what you're looking at here is the foyer, looking outside from the inside. As we swing around, we're going to see the elevator that we're going to get on in just a little bit. There is the direction to the parking lot. There's our representative and the security guard. Okay. So everybody, what we have first is a 2-bedroom, in a 10-story building, but we're on the 7th floor. I'm just walking in the building here, or into the apartment here. As you can see, as you get off the elevator, you come straight into your apartment. So you don't have a lot of people here bothering you and getting on your nerves, right? So as I walk in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around or turn this thing, guys can see the other side. So if you're coming into this place, okay, I'm going to back up here. As you can see, you're walking into the residence from here, and that hallway right there on the right, we're going to go down that in a little bit, but you have I'm going to ask that you guys forgive the sound right now. I didn't remember to bring my mic, my wireless mic for my camera. So it is sort of, you're getting this echo sound because it's a pretty large apartment and we have all solid surfaces and the sound is bouncing off the walls, but we'll keep going. An open floor plan so that you have your kitchen already right here. Now, these appliances are included, okay? And I'm going to swing it on around, all right? And if we go around here, I'm going to back up, and then as you can see, you have like a living room, dining room, kitchen area that just leads from one end of the other. And this is about 35, 40 feet from one end to the other, even if you can't see that from here. So before we go take a look at the bedrooms, I want to just take you back here into the back side or into the rear entrance. It's kind of dark back here because the power is not on, but I want you to see this either way. So to the right here, I'll back up. You're looking at a sliding door here. This is sort of a pantry kind of thing or a storage area. And then if we head on back, we have a half bath. And again, it's kind of dark in here, so it's really tough to see. I got my what's it called? My strobe on so that you can, it'll light up a little bit. But you have a half bath here, and then back here, which is really cool, you have a utility room, and you have hot water on demand. So you don't have a water tank, or as some people say in the States, a hot water tank, but a water tank that actually heats your water. And then also you have a washer and dryer connection there. And if you want to do your, wash some things by hand, you can do that also. But as I back out here, there's also an emergency exit right here on the right. That's what that door is for there. And there's a stairway there. Then I'll go ahead and back on out so that you can see that we're going out here again. There's the storage area. And now we're back into the basic or the general living quarters of the space, right? So there's your kitchen. Swing around to your living room. Now we're going to take a look at another one, because right here, from about here out, in another apartment, that would actually be your balcony. But in this one, they dedicated more space to the interior. And so when you look out, as you can see, we are on the 7th floor, right? And so if you like a nice city view, boy, the breeze is nice here. This window's open, so we get a really nice breeze here. And there you go. And we will swing it around. And now what you're going to see is the entrance again. And we're going to take it on back. Let's go back here and take a look at the bedrooms. Like I said, this is a 2-bed, 2-bath, well, 2.5 baths, right? We'll take a look at the secondary bedroom first, right? It's kind of tough to see the size, right? So it's about a 12 by 12, if I had to guess, on the footage here, or the size of the place, the dimensions. But you have a full bath here, and they're really big on these showers where you just walk right into, which is really good too if you're an older person and getting in and out of a bathtub can be kind of tough. Well, you don't have that worry here. And then of course you have a pretty large closet there. Let's take it on over to the primary bedroom. Okay, we will open up the door here and take it inside. Now, the primary is slightly larger, but it also has that balcony as you can see. So if we walk this on out, we go on out. Ooh, somebody should have closed that door. So when you walk out here, you can see now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the floor here. So you've got about 4.5 feet there, so that you have a pretty good depth to the balcony. And then as you can see, we are in the city. Now we are in a place called Esmeralda, which is kind of pricey. Like I say, this place is $1,400 per month. If you want to be in the city, in the nicer part of the city, what some people would call the nicer part. There's a couple of them here, and this is just one of them. I don't know if people call them cities. Oh, and also there's your AC, so that you don't have to worry about that. So in this particular unit, you have all of your appliances and AC. Now it is not quite ready to move in yet, but they could get it ready right away. And as you can see, you have your toilet there and your shower as well. So there you go. And we'll take this back outside. So again, here in Esmeralda, closet. I don't know if you guys can see this. You probably can't make anything out of that because it's all white. Okay, so my camera, there's no depth or anything that you can make out there. But this is it. And as you can see across the street, somebody needs to close these doors and not just let the wind slam them. But as you can see across the street, there's another building going up also. So that's just that's Santiago, man. They are building like crazy here. Everywhere you look, there's a new building going up. But that is how this place is getting down now. And so this is, I gotta get the name of this place. Okay, she gave it to me already, but we're gonna go take a look at another one upstairs. That's gonna be the one where you actually have the balcony where I'm standing. Right now I'm inside. And I'll get you square footage, and I'll find that and put it like here, I guess, whenever I get back and I do some editing. But Carolina has been really good at meeting with me, and she said she's very happy to show me these things. So we're going to have these ones at about this price. We're going to get something a little bit lower too, because I know people have different budgets that they're trying to accommodate. But either way, let's go see another apartment. Okay, so we have this second story unit right here. And as you can see, everything's pretty much, well, everything's exactly the same. The kitchen, the dining area, the living room area, but the different, well, not exactly the same because there is a difference. It has a balcony off of the kitchen. So as you can see right there, I'm going to back up a little bit to give you a little bit better feel of, you know, what it looks like and how it feels as you're walking in the front door. But yeah, so you can sit outside, enjoy your coffee, wave to the neighbors. That's the second floor. Now, when you go up to the fourth floor, again, kitchen's basically the same, or again, exactly the same, right? Kitchen, refrigerator, stove, all of that. But here you see the balcony is part of the living room. So you lose a little bit of the living room, but you get the balcony looking in the other direction. It's about 5 feet deep here. So you have plenty of room for like table, chairs, and that kind of thing if you want to do that in the or on your balcony. And as you turn this way, you can see that there's nice, nice distance from one end of the apartment to the other. And then on the 10th floor, we have an outside area, sort of a lounge kind of feeling here, so you want to kick back, do that, play a little dominoes at the table with you and your friends, or chess or checkers, whatever you're into. Throw something on the grill with a very nice view. Again, we are on the 10th floor, so man, what a fantastic view that is, right? So you have a nice view, and there is no glass there. This is just open, so you get a really good breeze blowing through there. But let's take it into the gym, because some of you need to get in shape, like yours truly, right? So they have dumbbells here, so you can grab those and throw some weight around. For those of you who are trying to hulk it up, you have the bench there, so you can get those bench presses in, do those incline bench presses. A cycle, so that you want to get the heart rate up, or if you just you want to get on the treadmill, put in some steps, maybe a few miles, and when you're doing that, you again have a nice view of the skyline of Santiago from the 10th floor, a real bird's eye view, so that you just have something really nice to look at while you're working out. So we're going to swing this around and take a look at the half bath, because if you're up here, you're working out and you need to hit the restroom really quick, you don't have to run all the way back downstairs to get to your apartment. Just a little half bath here, nothing fancy, but a place where you can go and relieve yourself in the event you need to do that. So we're going to swing this back around and we're going to get out of there and go back out to the lounge area. So again, you see you have seating area here. It looks like they might be putting up a TV or something like that. I don't know. Don't know why you would. Somebody might just take it to their own apartment, right, at some point. But again, these openings are just that, openings. There's not glass here. So there's always a breeze here in Santiago, and certainly one when you're that high up. Now, again, our agent of record is Carolina Enriquez, and just want to make sure that you know who it is, because she needs to get credit for allowing us to see these places that we're going to be showing you guys over the coming days, weeks, and months. Now, we're going to take a look at a subdivision here. It's called Don Fernando, urbanization Don Fernando. Urbanization, I think, is Spanish for subdivision. But anyway, the young man here, he led us on through after they had a little bit of a conversation. And on the left, you're going to see most of the lots already built out, some on the right. But then as you go a little bit further, you'll see that there are openings or lots available for people who want to continue to build. Now, this is in an area called Gurabo. It is a bit north of the city. It is still Santiago, but you know how you have like parts of a city that has certain names. This is one of the ones where a lot of people go to get a larger home, a little bit more suburban feel. And so, yeah, these homes are pretty good size, some of them. As you can see here, we're coming up on one and then another. There's a big one there on the left. On the right, I love the way they put that corner glass on there. But you're going to pay for that. They don't do that for free. And then we're going to keep moving. I thought we were going to stop right here, but we're going to go a little bit further down. You see that guy standing down there in the black? He's going to go down the street, and then we're going to follow him on the right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn right here, and
The first house, actually the only house on the left, because again, this is a very new subdivision. That's the house we're going to look at, the house on the left. So yeah, so I'm just going to get past this truck here, find a place to park, and then we're going to take it inside.
Okay, everybody, so what we have here is a house that is currently under construction. You can see it behind me here. We're going to take it inside. Now, the guys are working in there right now, so it may get a little bit noisy. I'm going to try to do this recording as I walk through, but it may be a situation where I have to just just do the video and then come back and excuse me, and narrate over it later. But what I want to do right now is I'm going to show you a picture of what the place is going to look like when it's done, and then we'll take it inside. So that's it right there. That's the guy's number, but I'm going to give you the real estate agent's number that brought me here. That's the finished product right there. So as you can see that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to back up, then we're going to take it inside from the front door so that you get a real feel of what this place looks like. So we're looking at the front entrance of the house right now, right? And if you take a look, I'm going to back on up so that you can get a full look at this place. I'm going to get across the street and see if that gets a little bit better. There we go. All right, so there you go. That's a look at the house. Now this house is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, and it is $382,000 US. So let's take this on inside. I think that in a lot of places, a house like this back home would cost considerably more. But we have enough parking here so that you can get 2 cars in the driveway or in the carport, and then 2 more in the driveway if you have that many people living with you. So if you take it into the living room here, you can see the guys are here working. They have the fan to keep them from cooling off. We're going to go up those stairs a little bit later, but we're in the living room now, and we're going to swing this around, and you can see that you have a half bath here. I don't know if I can show you very much of what's going on in here because it's still under construction, and so there's not a whole lot to see, right? But as you can see, I like the wall treatments that they do. This porcelain kind of wall treatment that they do in all of the wet areas in the bathrooms. And you're going to see 4 bedrooms or 4 bathrooms in this house. So that's the half bath. But as you come on through, you're going to see also the kitchen, and the guys, they're getting the countertops and everything ready there. So you have a full kitchen and island here. You're okay. You're okay. He wants to get out of here. Don't be recording me. I'm not a movie star. Okay, so we're going to take it on out onto the deck. Now this deck is huge, okay, or this patio, or it's actually more like a veranda because it's covered. And so that's your cistern there. That's gonna be where you store your water. The water pump is in that little housing area right there. And I'm gonna swing this around. We're gonna go upstairs in a little bit, but I want to just show you. We're gonna pan right to left so that you can see what the outside living area is like. And we're going to take it upstairs now. From upstairs, as you can see, you have this balcony. Now these are the 2 backside bedrooms. The primary bedroom is on the front of the house, and then you can see there's a ladder there. I'm not going up there, so you can forget about that. But yeah, nice size home, nice size garden area that you'll have back here, or a nice backyard. And you see these sconces on the walls here? That's going to give you lighting at night, gives you that really nice, cozy kind of feel. And then we're going to go up a little bit. And I don't know if it's going to show up very well on the camera, but those little metal rods you see sticking up, there's a wire that runs between them, and those are electrified. Okay, so you can do that down here. So if somebody decides they want to break into your home and they get electrocuted, hey buddy, it's on you. You took the chance. So yeah, you pay the price. Now let's take it on inside, all right? Let's go look at this kitchen one more time because kitchens are important. So again, you have a kitchen area here. That's where your microwave and your refrigerator, your stove is going to go over there, a nice island also. Then we're going to take it on back here because there's a downstairs bedroom right here. First floor bedroom. Before we get there, you have a hot kitchen. So you're going to have more appliances here. I'm going to show you. You see, you're going to have a sink there, and then you're going to have more stoving, more stove area, and some countertop, because if you're cooking something that's kind of smelly, like some kind of fish, or some of you guys know you cook smelly food, Well, you can do that back here. You won't have to get the smells inside of the rest of your home. Now here you have your washer and dryer area, okay? And you're gonna have your water heater here. I'm thinking that's gonna be a tankless water heater. I didn't think to ask. If we go out this door here, it's gonna take you back to the outside of the house, right? And you can see those sconces on the wall, and that'll take you right back to the back door. If I swing this around, you see a gate right there, and that's going to take you to the front yard, right? So backyard, front yard, I think I said back door, but either way, what we have here is a downstairs bedroom. So a lot of you guys have teenagers or that kind of thing, and they don't want to be around the rest of the family. You can put them down here, or it can be a guest bedroom. If you have someone staying with you who can't really navigate stairs very well, you have a lot of closet space here. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can, they don't have handles on these, so I can't really get them open, but just a ton of closet space here, guys, from left to right. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You've got 10 feet left to right, all closet space, and here you see the entry door. Again, this place is under construction, so there's a lot going on here, and then they're going ahead and pre-wiring for your entertainment center within the bedroom. The closet, I'm sorry, not the closet, but the bathroom has a pocket door that saves you a lot of floor space. And we take it on inside, you'll see there is where the vanity will go. And you will have a shower here, right? And to the right, you will have your throne area. But again, everything is still under construction, not in place yet. Now, they just told me that if I want to come back when the place is finished, I can do that too. But again, this is $382,000. Your electric panel will be here. All right, looks like they got the right gauge of wire, and that's something that's very important. When you're getting a house built, you want to make sure that the wiring gauge is sufficient to carry the ampage on those wires. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this upstairs. I am not going to record me going up these stairs, because if I fall, we don't want that on. Well, you know what? Let's just give it a shot. And if I embarrass myself, what the heck? All right. So these stairs are not really ready, but we're going to do it anyway. As you can see, there's no real landing there. Okay. They have a ragged piece of plywood, and we're going to take this on up. Let's go. Do, 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 do. All right, so we're headed on up. Another landing. All right, so just watch your step. This is one of those swim at your own risk kind of situations. But once you get to the top, it's really cool, okay? So you're gonna have an entertainment center there, and that's the primary bedroom. We'll take a look at that in a little bit, but you can see that sort of a ridge right there. You're gonna have a glass wall right there that's gonna come up about 42 inches. So yeah, and so when you come here, and the lighting will be great. So you got that light fixture there, but you have a lot of natural light coming inside there. Another overhead light there, more natural lighting. And then there's the front entrance, and the half bath is right there. And then that's your front entrance. Let's swing it on around. Let's take a look at these bedrooms. Now, what's cool about this place is every bedroom has its own bathroom. And every bedroom has more than ample lighting. If you look at that floor-to-ceiling window there, that door actually opens up to the right over there. That's going to be your entertainment center. So if your son or daughter needs television and all that stuff to happen, they can do that. On this side, that's just a wall, so I guess you would, put your bed there. And if we swing this around, now what I really like about this, you're going to like it too. Let's take a look at this closet, okay? Now this is your child's closet, right? They have a walk-in closet, and I wish you could smell this cedar here. It is, yeah, you want to inhale that. It's just beautiful, beautiful cedar in here. Think, guys, this is $382,000. Just take it on into the bathroom. Take a look at this bathroom. This is your child's bathroom. Somebody's turning up sounds like a table saw down there. So they're going to have a vanity here, and look at the walls, okay? This is, a lot of you guys, that's expensive back home, right? Then you're going to have your, again, your throne, and of course, your shower. Now these showers, I want to show you something here. There's a ridge here, okay? So some people worry about if you have these showers that the water's going to run out onto the floor, right? But there's like a inch and a half ridge right here. So there's a little bit of a bump, but that way you can take your shower and the water won't run out onto the floor, right? And I like that little thing that they're doing there. I think he says some lighting's going to go underneath there, so it's going to be well lit. It's kind of a mood thing, you know, not real bright lighting. But as you go up, you can see they do really good work with lighting. Okay, so you have those LEDs in the ceiling, and then you have that going on up there. Good luck changing that light, but I think those are LEDs, so they last like forever. But then you're back into the closet, so you don't need a lot of floor space in the bedroom itself because so much of the space is dedicated to the closet, so that you know, you don't need like dressers and armoires and all that stuff. You just put everything in the closet, and then you have your space out here. Now, rather than going into the family room area or your den area or whatever you want to call it, let's take it outside. Okay. Remember we were in the backyard just a moment ago? And we were looking up. Well, now we're looking down at the same space. So this is the kind of glass you're going to have on that family room area I just showed you. That's going to come up about 42 inches. And then you're going to see your backyard there. Now, they did say that they will put a pool in this area if you want a little bit of a wading pool. The wind is picking up right here and it's slamming the door, so to give the noise. And then think about it, your children have this. That's crazy, right? Okay, so you move down here to this side, right? And there's another entrance. But before we go in there, remember when we were down there? These are the stairs. Okay, so some of you guys have crazy children. You might want to put a little wall or something there to keep them, you know, climbing up there. But either way, we'll take it inside. Okay, now this bedroom does not have the walk-in closet. It has the wall closets here, right? You have that. And then on this side, again, you have the entertainment center, right? So you can hang your TV and all that stuff. And then as we bring it in, let's take it over here, and voila, there's another bathroom. And check out how they tile both the floors and the walls. So, you know, in some places you have these moist areas and that kind of thing. These walls, you can just wipe them down, right, with a little bit of Lysol or, you know, whatever, Pine Sol or whatever you want to use. I like Pine Sol. But then, again, there's your shower, and your shower is going to have that ridge that runs along there so the water won't run out, right? And then you go up, and that's where you put all your soaps and your shampoos and that kind of stuff. And if you take it on up, again, you have the really nice ceiling lighting treatment, which I really, really like. And of course, the toilet will go there, and then the vanity, and then there's also a window there for ventilation. There you go. So you can open that, and look at that. Oh, and by the way, if we go back out here, you'll see that these houses are all built at that level. Now, these are not for rent, okay? And I think what a lot of people would probably do, or what I would do, is I would rent first for maybe a year or so, then I would be at the same time looking at some of these. Now, he's got a little bit of a workout bench on his backyard, or his back patio. And then you can see more construction coming up over there. House right there. There's one over there with a tan sort of trim on it. That's a very nice one. And then you can see they're pouring walls over there. Now you see that where they're pouring these walls in these houses, like I think in Florida they have cement built homes, but here they have cement walls on the inside. Okay, so hanging a picture is an all-day job. Okay, but yeah, they do solid cement building. All right, so we're gonna come back out here in a little bit of the noise. We're gonna go take a look at the primary. You're okay. We're gonna take a look at the primary bedroom. Gracias. Okay. Now, when we get inside here, I'm gonna back up. The young man is painting, getting the first coat, primer coat onto these cement walls. Right. So again, you have a entertainment center. I am standing at the opposite end of the bedroom. This, I guess, is where you would have your, you would place your bed. And if we were to measure, I'm going to guesstimate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12. So you got about 16 feet from this corner to that corner, right? So if you consider a bed, a king-size bed is a 6'0", so it's 6 feet from one side to the other, and then you got plenty of space on the other side. So if I swing this around, what I'm talking about is where you would have your bed here, okay? So, excuse me. So you got plenty of room for a king-size bed, nightstands on either side. You see you have outlets over here. Now that outlet over there, it's going to control probably the lighting, right? Now, before we go outside and take a look at the balcony, you see you have a very nice master bedroom or primary bedroom. I don't like that master nonsense. But a very nice closet area here. All right, nice smell. Now this is pine here. I can smell it. This is pine here, but very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's swing this on around. Let's take a look at the bedroom or bathroom. So you can see the tile goes from like a travertine type tile to a ceramic, and then from the ceramic we'll go to the floors and I'm sorry, the wall where you see the vanity. Okay, so beautiful walls. I really, really like that. Personally, I like that. And then as far as the depth of the bathroom is concerned, okay, so you have your toilet, and then again, you have the shower. Now this shower is a little bit wider, okay, but you have that ridge also right here to keep the water from going from here to here, right? And that's important, so look for that when you're looking at these bathroom showers, right? Now they gotta come in here, they're gonna have to come in and retro the plumbing for the shower head, because you have the drain on the left, so I'm assuming that the drain or that the shower head needs to go over here. Seems like it should go over there, but either way, doesn't matter, as long as the floor is tilted in the right direction. And then you can see you're gonna have the lighting as well, and you may not be able to tell right now, but there's a ridge up there also, so you'll have that secondary lighting that sort of sets the mood. So if you wanna take a shower with your sweetie, there you go. And looks like they got lighting coming in here as well. So you can do one of those smart mirrors, something like that, so that when you're putting on your makeup, the ladies can look good and make sure she's getting a good look at herself. Now let's take this outside, okay? So you have, let's see, we got windows here, solid wall, more windows, and then all of this. So again, just ample natural lights, natural lighting. And then if we take it outside, now on this wall here, very interesting, they have sort of a corrugated wall with just some additional lighting in here. You take that all the way up, you're gonna see it even goes to the ceiling, doubles up on the ceiling. There's my little ride down there, okay? And if I swing this around, you'll see another house that's coming in. There's Carolina right there. She don't want to talk to us. Wave, Carolina, there you go. Okay, there's Carolina, everybody. She's our realtor of the day. And let's see here, we're gonna swing this on around, and then you can see that this is the actual entrance, okay, to the home over here. And I don't know if I can actually get my camera over in there, but that's the actual entrance to the home right there. So if you get somebody ringing your doorbell and you're in your bedroom and you're not expecting them, you can look down and say, we don't want any, we gave at the altar, or so whatever you want to tell them. But just a beautiful home, guys, and from the second floor, just a beautiful view, both the front and the rear. And I just wanted to bring this to you guys and let you. And again, I just wanted to make sure that you guys still understand that Carolina is the realtor of record for this property. All right, guys, I don't know how much this sun is going to be a problem to me. Tell you what, I'm going to swing this around because I can barely see myself because the sun is doing its thing out here. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys what this neighborhood looks like. You saw me coming in the entrance. I showed you what a 4-bedroom, 4.5-bath house looks like. That house running about $380,000, just under $400,000. What I want to do now is I want to show you what some of the construction looks like as it takes place. So here we have a house that is currently under construction, right? The guys are in there doing their thing. I don't know if you guys are going to hear me very well. We have some guys out here shoveling sand to get that taken care of. But one of the things I want to show you is a single-story home, because the engineer who's doing the house that we just looked at, he says that he has a single-story home, and it's going to be about 100 and it's I think it's 240. So that's going to put you about over $100,000 less than the two-story home. But this is a single-story home. So some of us have bad knees as we get a little older, and we don't want all of those stairs. So there's a single-story home there, and then here's another one right here. I wonder if that's open. You think we can try? I'm going to try. What the heck? What do we have to lose? The worst thing can happen is that the door is locked, and it should be. Let's give it a shot. Darn it. You locked the door on me. But anyway, so that's what the single-story house looks like on the inside. You can see straight through to the outside living area. Looks like they got, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a shower. So that's like a little wading pool that you see there that's covered in red. You see a shower just on the opposite side of that. They always do the interesting lighting. I like that, but something better than just a standard lighting. So if I swing that back around, you'll see that there are more lots that are to be purchased and built out here. And then of course, there you go. Also further down the street, there's another one of those two-story homes that you see there at the end of the street. I want to swing it back around now. We're going to go back down this street, and we're going to take a look at a couple of houses. Now here again, kind of like that nice single-story home, because I don't need a whole lot of space. I'm not looking to raise a bunch of children anymore. I need to be careful so they don't throw anything over the truck and hit me in the head, because they're shoveling stuff and throwing it on the truck over there. Again, more lots are coming in right here. Okay. They don't do really large yards. Back in the States, the average home is on about a quarter to a third of an acre. But here, as you can see, that house, right? Then right next to that house is a wall. And they're going to put another house in right here. So they're not doing a whole lot of yard. They are amazed at the size of the yards that we have back home in the States and in Canada and other places. But again, this is an island. And so you can't be giving everybody an acre for their home. Now, if you're wondering where the cost goes into these homes, when you take a look at this house here, look at that corner glass. That is extremely expensive, people. You don't just throw that in, okay? And if you look at the sliding glass doors on the primary bedroom on the front of that house, yeah, and then on the secondary bedroom on the upper level on the side, you see more glass. Glass is costly. Glass is a lot more expensive than putting in studs and sheetrock. Again, here, this house has, you can't see it here, but the glass goes from, you may not be able to see it, but the glass runs from the bottom floor all the way up to the second story ceiling on that house right here. Then we're going to swing this around. You get a better look at it over here. Take a look at that, because that's pretty much the same house. Look at that. Okay, so we'll pull it on around here, and again, you see that side patio with all the or side balcony with all the glass. Okay, and then you see the wall down the side of the house. Looks like a overhang there for the side entrance. I showed you the side entrance in the previous home that we just looked at when I went out. That was like next to the downstairs bathroom or bedroom and bathroom actually. But yeah, very, very nice home. Very, very nice home. So if you're doing that for around $380,000, they might bargain with you a little bit. Don't know, but maybe not. I'm not a realtor. You have to talk to Carolina about that. I'm gonna let this truck go by. All right, and so here again, now this one does it have a corner window? Because that corner window would be more expensive. This one has a solid corner, but then it has the glass on either side, both front and side. Probably a stairway right there, but looks like they got some type of drapes or something, curtains on that window. And then again, front balcony, but very, very, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna take this on down. You see my car there. Carolina says she's gonna sit in the car because it's too hot out here. But we'll take this on down here. And as you can see, another single-story home. So you're looking at about 2.5 for the single stories, around 3.5 for the 2 stories. But if you're looking for something smaller, because a lot of you are in your 50s and 60s, a lot of you are retiring, so maybe 4 or 5 bedrooms and all of that isn't what you're really looking for. So something like that might be more in line with what you're looking for. I'm going to walk right down this street, and once we get to the end of the street, I think that'll be it. That'll be enough for one day. Anyway, so here we go here. They're working, the guys are working on that one. A lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done, all right? So the yards are not very big, but they've done a really nice job of decorating the yard here. Now this is again another single-story home, right? So if we go here, I can't pinch this in any further, so I'm just gonna see if I can get to the other side of the street so that you can see what the properties, the new properties, look like out here. And they like these straight lines, sort of a Scandinavian kind of modern look, if you will. But yeah, somebody has a green thumb. If that were me, all of that would be brown, dead, and thrown in the trash by now. Junkyard here, but you know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to put up another house there. Just a matter of time. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Now this is a two-story, but a different kind of, looks like a different, very different floor plan on this one. Okay, you don't have all that glass on the front, but I can tell, and you probably can't see it here, but there is 2 stories on the back side of that house. I'm not going to worry about trying to go inside right now because I haven't been invited. But I really just want to come down here and take a look at what's happening on this street because looks like they've already got quite a lot built out here, right? Somebody's bought this one already. This again is another single-story home, okay? Single story, roughly $250,000 or so dollars, okay? And if we come over here, now there are lesser expensive houses also, guys. Told Carolina that I want to see some stuff in the 130s and 150s. But of course, if you're looking at that price, you're not going to be looking at this, okay? So let's don't trip. Let's don't say you want to see a $150,000 house for the same, and you want it to look like this, okay? That's not going to happen, all right? Because the U.S. dollar ain't what it used to be. But as you can see, if you are spending, you know, in the mid 2s and the high 3s, then this is what you can pretty much expect, right? And then, like I said, I want to try to, like I told her, I want to have a variety of things to share with you guys so that you can see, more than one price point, because I know everybody's not in the same boat, and everybody's not in a position to spend in the same way. But I really want to see this because I like the colors on this, just this matte black look. You know what? We're going inside, guys. We're going inside. What's the worst that could happen? They kick us out? Well, so what? We'll just go home if they do. So you pull up into your driveway. Got this big window here that leads, I'm guessing, into the living room. I've not been in here before. Let's take a look. Let's not get kicked out though, right? Okay, so you come inside. I'm getting a good look. I don't know how this is working out for you guys. Okay, but this is the living room. I like what they do with the lighting. Those lines you see, that's going to be lighting as well. There's like a LCD or LED lighting. You have a stairway here, a lot safer than the stairs I just went up, right? But the stairway goes up, and then right here you have the dining room, and then you have a very nice sized kitchen, okay, with the waterfall, or is that called an infinity or waterfall island? Look at I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you can see you have like a metal flake in that. I don't know if that's marble or what, but it goes all the way around like that. So interesting look. Now they do also have a pool in this one. Like I said, in the other one, you can put a pool in, so there's not gonna be a very big pool, but maybe 16, 18 feet from one end to the other. I don't know what that ledge is for. I don't know why they put that in there. I would rather that just be, same level, but maybe they're gonna put some stairs up there. Yeah, I see, on the right. You would put stairs up there, and you would have like a patio area, right? You do like a glass wall, 42-inch glass wall, so people don't just fall into the water. And then there you go. If you can see some plumbing along the right here. So there's some plumbing there. You can't see it, but there's going to be like a waterfall, and that's why that plumbing's there. There's plumbing's for little pipes that stick out that are facing me. So yeah, I hadn't planned on showing you guys this, but nice look, nice look. Okay, you know, let's go upstairs too. I know Carolina's going to be thinking, where is he? I'm ready to go home. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten, but she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Okay. So, if we go inside here, this is the primary. Has a king size bed in it already, so maybe I think the owners, this is probably pre-owned, right? Someone bought this already, right? And it has a bathroom here. Okay. I like the bathroom in the other one better, just because of the way they did the walls, right? So this might be a little bit less expensive. That's just a closet, walk in. You have to put some shelving in there. They don't have the cedar closets here that we had in the other one, but you know what? You don't have cedar closets at home either, so you don't have to have them here, right? Don't go overboard. And as you can see, from the primary suite, you sit out on your balcony and you can wave to your neighbors, right? So let's get out of here before we get in trouble, right? So we're gonna take this back out and we're gonna go catch up to Carolina. Anywho, I'm gonna take this on downstairs. I know this is getting boring, guys, maybe, but I wanted to show this to you guys because some of you are asking about housing, and you know, I've been kind of slow at sharing it with you, so I figured I'd share it now. So there you go, guys. That's what housing is like here in Santiago, and that is about what you're paying for. These are pretty nice homes. These are actually very nice homes. They aren't as large as the homes that you might be buying at home, where, you know, back in the U.S., you know, people are starting at 22 to 2,500 feet. You know, I had like a 2,100 square foot home, and people say, that's all you got? Well, that's just me. But yeah, so these houses that are two-story, they're probably about 2,500 square feet, I'm guessing. So they're not the 3,500, 4,200 square foot homes that you might see at home, but I think they're big enough, you know. And particularly for many people who are retiring and looking to get out of the jungle, right, and find a place where they can live that is more affordable. You know, maybe you sell your house, you got what you call some equity in it, but you still have a mortgage. Maybe you can sell your house, pull your equity out, walk away from that, not have to deal with any renters and people taking care of your house, because you know how that goes sometimes, right? Nightmarish. So you can then take your equity, pay cash for something else, and you know, breathe a little. You know what I mean? So we are headed back